What's going on YouTube? Dust Cover Actual here. It seems like lately I've been getting a ton of questions in regards to this AR. A lot of people are saying, hey, what paint scheme is that? What Cerakote is that? Guys, this is Rattlecan. Straight up Rattlecan, y'all. And today, we're gonna be Rattlecanning some shit. Let's get into it. All right, so in order to do this, you only need a couple things. You need a holster. You can do this to your weapon. But more importantly, we're gonna need some spray paint, some stencils, stuff like that. And you guys will see that here in a second.
Okay, so this is the paint scheme that we're gonna be trying to achieve on this holster right here. As you can see, this is my 11.5 PSA AR. I have a 1:6 LPV on it from Primary Arms. Absolutely love it. I did indeed paint the entire rifle. I really love how it looks. So today we're gonna do something that matches on that holster. Let's get to it, y'all. In order to achieve that look, we're gonna definitely need some paint. Let's get to it with that. We're gonna need some shrubs and we're gonna need a stencil. Let's get to painting. When you start painting, I highly suggest you put a good base coat down. Today I'm going to be using this khaki Rust-Oleum. I like to just do a couple light little sprays like this, right, just to kind of get it on there. Let's see, full coverage is best, obviously. Then turn it around, make sure you're getting that side. All right, once it's nice and painted up, you're just gonna let it dry up and we'll go on with the next coat. Hey y'all, so it's been about 5 minutes. I went ahead and let that paint cure on there for a little bit. Now the next step is I'm gonna take my little shrub, the one I'm gonna use as a stencil. I'm gonna set it on there. You can actually set it on there any direction. I just choose to do it this way. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my green. And when you're applying the green, you don't wanna do it too heavy. Kind of just want to do it enough to just cover the outline. You kind of want some of that khaki to pop out. And this is how I do it. It doesn't really matter if it moves, right? Because if it moves, it's just going to give it a little bit more that texture look. So you'll see what I'm talking about. See, I have that right there. I'll go ahead and set it this way. Now, when you're putting your shrubs on there, you want to make sure that they're going all in the same direction. Just give it more of that natural look. So there we go. Put that there. I'm gonna put this one right here again. And that's the first texture that I'm gonna be putting down. Now the next one I'll be using the stencil, but I'm gonna go ahead and wait for this to cure up and then I'll apply the stencil and we'll spray the brown. Now I'm gonna set this stencil down. Now you can't put this any direction you want, but this is the direction I'm gonna go. You're gonna grab your brown, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna do light passes, right? This is gonna be even lighter because you don't want this brown, the darkest color, to really pop through everything. So what I do is I just make sure the can's good. There we go. And then, forgive me, this can's getting a little bit low on juice here. And there we go. Pull that up. On there. Set this right here. I'm gonna get another little pass up here. Just kind of blend it in a little bit up on the side. There we go. So that's the brown. And I probably will come back in with a little bit of khaki just to kill some of these little spots here. It's just because my brown is actually running a little bit low, but you'll see how I do that just to blend it in a little bit. And this is what the final product looks like, y'all. I think it's pretty similar, man. I really like it. So it'll look great on this new battle belt I got coming in, y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned to see that one. Have a good one, y'all.